hope everyone is having a great day so far. We are going to close the show with the men's Elimination Chamber match, and out first is Samoa Joe. He was given an opportunity by Edge as one of 4 men that he was impressed with throughout the year so far, and especially of recent weeks. So Joe earns himself a shot here. Again, former multi-time United States champion. He's pretty much destroyed everyone he's ever been in a match with the exception of SummerSlam, that 6-man tag match. Aside from that, Samoa Joe has been pretty near unstoppable, again, since coming up on the main roster sometime last year. Let's get everyone else out here now. And we have the former Universal Champion Elias was also given a chance by Edge. Looks like the Radar Superstar might fancy an idea of another matchup between the Drifter and Finn Balor for the Universal Championship. So Elias with another huge opportunity. His main goal since the beginning of the year was make this year the age of the Drifter, and he did that for quite a while. Won the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. Was victorious at Survivor Series against then WWE Champion Apollo Crews, but then Finn Balor, Mr. Money in the Bank at the time, cashed in on Elias following the matchup. Elias couldn't even get a full celebration in before Finn Balor cashed in his opportunity to become the new Universal Champion. So Elias with a big opportunity to have another matchup for the title that he feels he shouldn't have even lost in the first place. Let's see, so we have Samoa Joe, we have Elias, stumbling over my words here early on in this matchup, hasn't even begun yet. So Lashley defeated the Big Show in one of 2 qualifying matches. Was dominated the first half of the match, weathered the storm of the Big Show, and then dominated right when it mattered most to pick up a big victory over Big Show. So Lashley looking for another chance at getting his hands on pad with Balor. Finn has won, so Lashley looking to make it a 3rd encounter where he comes out on top. Next up in this chamber match, someone I think it's safe to say he's the underdog of the match. Someone who thrives in that position and is a veteran of about 11 years in the company. It is Kofi Kingston of the New Day. He had a very, very impressive showing against the Architect Seth Rollins a couple weeks ago. I believe that may be a match of the year candidate. If I'm not mistaken, it was a great match. Back and forth. Just when we thought Seth Rollins was going to pull out the victory, Kofi Kingston, against all odds, was able to take down Seth Rollins. And what was a great match. If you guys missed that, that was a couple Monday Night Raws ago. If you want to go check that out. So Kingston, again, the underdog in this matchup, considering the other people in this one. But Kingston again thrives in that situation. So we'll see how Kofi does now. And next up is the prize fighter Kevin Owens. Was in the other qualifying match. He defeated the Game Triple H in a pretty darn good matchup. Owens has been on a steady upward. I almost said decline, but no, he's been doing very well of late. And he's one step closer to getting the ultimate prize here on Monday Night Raw, and that is the Universal Championship. And Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor would be a very interesting matchup. They've had clashes with each other earlier this year. The night after Finn Balor won the Money in the Bank contract, he took on Kevin Owens. Owens, in fact, won that matchup. And then he's been winning every other matchup he's been a part of for the most part this year. But that's not where the history between Owens and Balor starts. That's only a more recent chapter in those two men's history with one another. They've had great feuds and confrontations in NXT before they both came up to the main roster. This was way before Universal Mode Series even began. So while those two were in NXT, they've had their fair share of matches. So on the main roster at WrestleMania, that would be an interesting encounter to say the least. And then also in this matchup, someone Edge wants to see more from. Reigns, 1/3 of the Shield. Reigns won the Royal Rumble last year. We've seen him here and there throughout the year. This time around, he won Survivor Series with Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan when he took on Samoa Joe and the Usos in that 6-man tag match. I don't think we really saw Reigns that much afterwards, but again, Edge knows what Reigns is capable of. And when given a big opportunity like being in the Elimination Chamber match, Edge is not wrong when when he says he wants to see what the big dog can do. We all know what he's capable of, and we'll see if Reigns can pull it off in this matchup. He's just got to survive 5 other men. So I'm very much excited for this matchup. The crowd definitely seems excited as well. Some of them can't even decide if they want to sit down or stand up. They're kind of doing both, which is kind of funny, but understandable considering the big importance of this matchup. Owens and Reigns starting things off. Both men go after each other. Clothesline from Owens. I don't think these two have met inside the same ring at the same time at all this year. If they have, don't recall it exactly, but Owens taking it right to the big dog. Picks him up. Super kick takes him down. Roman with a cover. Early kick out at 1. Owens wasting no time. Reversal by Reigns with a right hand. Knee to the midsection of the big dog. Goes for a right hand, but misses. Owens tossed into the corner. Avoids the clothesline. Sunset flip. Power bomb by Owens. Look at the speed and athleticism of the prize fighter. 9 seconds away from this match becoming a triple threat for the moment. Knee to the midsection of Owens. Overhead belly to belly by Reigns. Who's into this matchup next? Reigns picks up Owens, no elbow to the side of the head. Samoa Joe, the Destroyer, into this matchup. We know the history between Joe and Reigns and Roman. Notice Joe enter and goes right after him. Now focusing on Kevin Owens. Reigns is the only one on his feet right now. Tries to pick up Samoa Joe. Clothesline to Reigns. A left hand from Owens. Shoulder tackle. Kicks in the midsection of Roman. Big right hand to the back by Samoa Joe. Wrenching on the neck of Owens now. Who else is coming into this matchup? Who's it gonna be? And it's going to be the Drifter Elias, former Universal Champion. Entering this matchup, clothesline by Reigns. Big reversal by Owens, fights off Elias, hits him with a drop kick. Samoa Joe continues to go after Reigns. Shoulder tackle to the Drifter again. Owens wasting no time, picks up Elias, kick to the midsection. These guys are kind of friendly and formed a brief alliance alongside Rusev earlier this year when all 3 men were claiming that they were going to make this year all about them. So far, the only one to really do that is Elias. So it makes sense for Owens, who's just getting flung by Samoa Joe, to go after Elias there for the moment. Cover on KO and an early kick out. Either Lashley or Kofi Kingston to come in next, and it looks like it's going to be the Dominator, Bobby Lashley, a step up into Gary to Owens. As Lashley enters, Samoa Joe turns his focus to him. Kicks to the face, leaping clothesline by Reigns, takes down Elias. Oh, DDT to Lashley, drop toe hold by Elias now. Reigns in trouble. Slammed face first into the cage. Owens going after Owens going after Reigns, starting to get everyone clustered into one there for a moment. Owens up against the pod. This is not good. Throws Elias into it instead. Look at the impact. Kingston, the final one in this matchup. We said early on, Kingston's going to end up being the underdog in this matchup, but being the last one to come in and being the freshest man at the moment will definitely work into his favor as Elias goes after Owens now. Tosses him out through the ropes. Clothesline to Kingston from behind by Reigns. Oh, an STF on Lashley. Can Samoa Joe tap him out? No. Look at the power of Bobby Lashley. Fighting him off even more. Breaks the submission. Package neck breaker to Elias. Incoming courtesy of Kevin Owens. KO looking for the first elimination of the match. 1, 2. Now some way Elias still in this matchup. Oh, and a pop-up power bomb into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Elias is gone. Kofi Kingston gets slammed down as Owens gets the first elimination of the matchup. An early shower awaits the Drifter now as he is the first eliminated. Joe tossed in by Reigns. Owens just waiting. Catches his breath for the moment, as he's now watching the other 4 men go after each other. Look at the strength of Reigns. Double clutch, sit out power bomb. DDT to Lashley as Reigns goes after Owens. Gets back into the ring instead. Submission on Lashley, no. Oh, leaping clothesline doesn't fully connect, but enough to take Owens down anyway. Double foot stomp by Kingston. Joe goes after Lashley now. Kingston back into the ring and back out. Goes for a spear, but no. Owens turns it into a DDT. Cover on Lashley. Package neck breaker to Reigns. Right on the back of the neck. Kick to the midsection. Going for another pop-up power bomb, this time to Roman. Cover for the elimination. 1, 2. 1, 2. And no, both Lashley and Reigns still in this matchup. Samoa Joe looking for the Coquina clutch on Owens, but no, he fights off. Goes for clothesline, misses. Elbow to the face, super kick caught by Joe. Look at the strength of Lashley again. Just takes Kofi Kingston down and out. Big right hand stuns him. Side Russian leg sweep by Owens. Look at the stalling vertical suplex from Lashley. One of these 5 men will go to WrestleMania to take on Finn Balor for the Universal Championship. Stomp to the arm by Reigns. Fast-paced action as Lashley goes for a cover on Kingston. 1, 2, and no. Kofi still in this. Shoulder tackle to Roman again. Now Samoa Joe looking to go after Kingston. Package neck breaker to Reigns again. Oh, Lashley to steal the cover, but no. Fights it off. Owens now covers Reigns. 1, 2, and no. Big Dog still in this. New Day boom drop from Kofi. Lashley, look at this. Full Nelson. Slam. Cover on Joe. Kicks out. Lashley looking for a spear. Who's he going to hit? Looks like he's going after Owens, but I think Reigns just saves and hits him with a Superman punch. Not much saving there by the Big Dog. Waits for Kingston to get up, and now Joe breaks things up there as Reigns waits for Kevin Owens to get to his feet. Oh, slap to the Big Dog. Shoulder tackle, they bump middle of the ring, and the spear out of nowhere by Roman Reigns for the elimination on Owens. 1, 2, and no. Gets the shoulder up in time. KO is still in this matchup. Joe tossed back in. Big right hand. Kofi going after Samoa Joe, looking for the trouble in paradise. Big reversal. Kick to the midsection. Reigns in trouble, Reigns in trouble. Another pop-up power bomb as Kofi goes for cover on Joe. 1, 2, and Joe still in this. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens pins and eliminates Roman Reigns. We are down to 4. Lashley focused on Owens, gets taken down. Coquina clutch locked in on Kofi. That might be lights out. No, Kingston fighting through. Again, what a performance by Kingston again. All of these men have been putting on a great matchup. KO leaves the ring, goes after Lashley, again kick to the rib cage area. Picks him up, goes for the package neck breaker. Cover on Kingston, no, still in this. Goes for cover on Lashley, does Owens, now 1, 2. Lashley's still in it. Lashley is still alive, still in this matchup somehow. Pop-up powerbomb, look at the ruthless aggression there by Owens. 2, 3, no, Lashley again still in this matchup. I don't know how these 4 men are surviving right now, but they are, and this is, as expected, a great matchup. New Day boom drop to Samoa Joe incoming. Cover on the Destroyer. Kofi with the big elimination too, and no, Joe still in it. Lashley now sees Owens. Left hand. Shoulder tackle takes him down. Oh, Coquina Clutch locked in on Kofi. Coquina Clutch is locked in. And it's either going to be Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, or Samoa Joe to face Finn Balor at WrestleMania. Owens leaves, or gets back in as Samoa Joe leaves the ring. Shoulder tackle to the referee. I think Owens might have saw some danger there. So knocking out the referee for the time being definitely does help. Shoulder tackle, no. Blocked by Lashley. Oh, Uranagi slam. Lashley planted hard. Finn Balor looking on for sure backstage. Shoulder tackle to Owens. Look at the athleticism and the quickness of Samoa Joe, and goes right after the knees. What a matchup to close out Elimination Chamber. Senton drop by Joe. Now, there's the trash talking by Joe. Something we learned to expect from that man. Gets taken down. Stomps by Owens. Goes after Lashley. Big right hand. Package neck breaker again. To take him down. Joe with the cover instead. 1, 2, 3. No, Lashley's still in it. Lashley is still in this matchup. Now Owens, again, that's been a strategy most of this matchup, to let whoever's left fight it out amongst themselves, and he'll pick apart the pieces. Camel clutch on Lashley, locked in. Is he gonna tap? Is he gonna tap? Joe has it locked in tight. Lashley nowhere to go, still in it though. Clothesline takes Joe down. Kick, no. Caught by Owens. Step up Enziguri. Kick to the face of Lashley. Cover by Owens. 1, 2, and no, Lashley's still in it. Kick to the midsection. Owens for the pop-up power bomb again. Into the cover as Joe looks on. 1, 2, 3. Owens and Samoa Joe are the final 2 in this matchup. Owens goes right after the Destroyer again. One of these 2 men will face Balor at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. Clothesline by Joe. Things starting to get a bit more intense now that it's down to 2. And these guys have been tearing the house down. Armbar has it locked in tight. Owens fighting out, but the damage might have already been done. Big right hands to Samoa Joe. Elbow to the face of KO. Ducks the clothesline. Big right hand. Leaping clothesline. Joe turns him around. No, reversal by Owens. Super kick caught. On the line here. Picks up Owens off of the turnbuckle, running power slam. Samoa Joe just now trash talking Owens as he picks him up slowly. What a matchup, guys. Sunset flip reversal. Owens steal the win here. 1, 2, and no. Joe kicks out. KO picks him up. Package neck breaker. And down he goes. Owens with the cover. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens is going to WrestleMania, guys. Kevin Owens wins the Elimination Chamber match. Came in at number 1, or was in the matchup first. Weathered the storm of the Elimination Chamber. How Owens is still on his feet, I don't know. But Kevin Owens has a date with Finn Balor at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. Things are starting to come full circle, and Owens is now one step closer to his goal of being Universal Champion. If you guys enjoyed Elimination Chamber and this part, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and we'll see everybody next time.
Gotta go, man, I'm on the chase now. Leave me on my own, I got a chance to break now. Here I fucking go, take control of fate.